about tendus and jetés. So tendus and jetés are usually the second or third combination on the bar, and the importance of these exercises is to prepare our legs so that we can jump, do big jumps later on. So let's start with tendus. In French, tendus means to stretch, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, we can either do tendus in first or fifth position, but let's do it in first position today just to keep things easy. So let's start with first position, 2 hands on the bar, your chair, anything that you're going to use for support. And we're going to keep our backs nice and straight, feel our bodies pulling us up, and we are ready. So the first step of a tendu is that, let's do tendu first, tendu front. So the first part of a tendu is that we are going to peel our leg forward like this. And we are going to go through this demi point, which we've talked about before, and then pop it into a point. Let me do that again. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do it this way. We're going to go here, and we're going to go brush our legs first. Make sure your heel goes forward, so we're still in that turned out position. We're going to go stretch it until we're in this demi point position before stretching even more, and then we're going to point and make sure only our toes are touching the ground. So I don't want to see this, or any of this, or any of this. We're going to go straight, so only the top of our big toe is touching the ground. Alright, so we're going to do that one more time. So something important to note is that when you push your legs forward, make sure your weight is on the left side of your leg. So we don't want to, if you're gonna split it completely even, we can't move our legs. So shift your weight to the left a little. The other thing to remember is that when you tendu front, don't tendu front this way, don't tendu front that way. Let's keep that straight body, and let's keep this leg, which we call the supporting leg because it's going to support us, nice and straight, while we pay attention to our working leg, which is the one that's going to be moving. Alright, let's do that again. First position, and we're going to go through demi, turn out, and point, demi, and down. Again, demi, and point, and demi, and down. And that's how you do a first front tendu. So next, let's do side. So in ballet, we call side au second. So it's going to be exactly the same as a front tendu. The only difference is that we're going to do it to the side. Now, something important to note is that when we do front tendus and back tendus, they have to be perfectly front and perfectly back. There's no doing them here, 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 or here. It has to be front and it has to be back. But for side, we can actually cheat a little bit. And this is because not everybody's hips are completely turned out to 180. So usually I say that it's okay to do a little bit to the front. So I don't even do them here. I usually do them a little bit to the diagonal to the front, like here. Got that? All right, let's do our side tendus. Ready? Straighten up, 2 hands on the bar. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu, brush through demi, pop it into point, and demi, and let's go back to first. And again, we're gonna brush our foot out, demi, and then out, and demi, and down. Do we understand that? Great. Now let's do tendu derrière, and that is tendu back. So let's try that again. Ready? I'll do it this way so it's easy to see. And we're gonna do tendu. Okay, in this part it's important that you're gonna turn out the entire way. Make sure your knees are facing out to the sides and not like this. We want them turned out before popping it to the back point. And we're gonna go back through demi when we come down, and we're gonna brush it to the front. Let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, brush back, demi, brush front. Again, demi, brush back, demi, brush front. Do you understand this? Alright, let's do the other side. We're going to do 2 to the front, 2 to the side, to the back, exactly like this, and then I'll go a little bit faster on this side because it's exactly what we did on the right. So first position, preparation, 5, 6, 7, 8. Front, demi, and point, and demi, and down. Again, demi, and point, and demi, and down. Demi side, and up, demi, and down. Demi also one, and up, demi, and down. Back, ready? I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna face this way just so you guys can see it easier. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, and point, and demi, and down. Make sure you pull up on your supporting leg. Demi, and up, and demi, and down. Do we all know how to do tendus now? Yes? Alright, let's move on to jetés. Oh, one more thing. Let's go back to tendus for a second. So tendus usually can be done at any speed. We'll have, so for example, we can do them slow, like this. We can also do them fast. We can make an accent go out, out, out. Or we could do the other way. An accent can come in, so it can go in, in, in. Do you see that difference? Alright, that's just a little fun fact that you guys can know. So, let's go to jetés. So jetés are almost exactly the same as tendus. The only difference is that we don't end here. We actually end a little bit up in the air. Alright, so let's try tendus. I'll tell you guys step by step. Actually, I'll do it this way. So we're going to do exactly the same as a tendu. We're going to brush here and we're going to go through demi-point. However, before you fully point your leg, in tendu where we go here, we're actually going to brush it up. And we're going to come back down again. Does that make sense? Alright, let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, and up, demi, and down. Demi, and jeté, and up, down. Does that make sense? Alright, let's do side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, jeté, demi, and down. Demi, and jeté, and demi, and down. Make sure you keep that leg turned out the entire time, and make sure you don't jump, you don't go all the way up here. Make sure you really have to wait until you push your leg until you really can't anymore in demi position before you jump up, and then you can come down. Does that make sense? Alright, let's try, let's try derriere. So I'm going to do it again. Here we go here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, and up, demi, and down. Demi, up, demi, and down. You understand that? Great. So one more thing, let's talk about jetés a little bit more, is that when you guys do jetés, make sure you don't kick your legs super high. There's really no need. Let's just keep it at 25 degrees. Let's take a baby kick. So here, or here, or here. Just like this much off the ground. Do you understand that? Alright, let's try left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeté front, and then up. Jeté front, down. Demi, and up. Demi, and down. Stop. Demi, and up. Demi, and down. Demi, and up. Demi, and down. Let's go to the back. And we're going to do back, up, back, and down. Back, and up, back, and down. Does that make sense? Alright, let's put in everything that we learned today together in a combo. So what we're going to do is we're going to do front, tendu, and then we're going to do a jeté after that, and then we're going to do tendu side, and then a jeté, and then a tendu, and then a jeté, and then we're going to do it to the other side. Does that make sense? Simple combo. Alright, let's prepare. First position, 2 hands on the bar, prepare. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu, and a down. Jeté, and a down. Tendu, and out. Jeté, and a down. Tendu, and out. Jeté, and a down. Tendu, and in. Jeté, and down. Left side, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu, and out. In, jeté, and down. Tendu, and in, jeté, and out. Tendu, and in. Ooh, sorry, running out of room here. Jeté, and out. Tendu, and in, jeté, and down. So do we all know how to do Tendus and Jetés now? Alright, that's great. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!